press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. Today I am here with you with the new concept. The name of the concept is Models from Grammar. You know, in English language, we have so many different things to be utilized while speaking English and also while writing English, that language. Here I am going to discuss about models. So, its importance and its uses. So, what are the uses of models? Okay, and let's see about, I have written a diagram that how the models are used. Okay, so in a sentence, and when we are framing sentence, so why these models are important? Okay, and you know there are two verbs are there. So, you know in the past of speech we have verb. So, what is verb? Verb means action words. Okay. So, like playing, singing, dancing, eating, reading. So, these are called verbs. But in the verbs again it is divided into two, that is primary verbs and also helping verbs. So, here I have written the diagram about the verbs. So, you can ask the question that, so today is the model class, but why Miss is discussing about verbs? Yes, the verbs are very important. Before you are going to understand models, you should know about what these models are and what are their importance. Okay. So, let us come to that about verbs first. Okay. I am going to deal with the models. So, here in English, in the verb, so we have two different kinds, that is main verbs and helping verbs. Again, the helping verbs is divided into primary and modals. Okay. So, helping verbs are divided into primary and modals. So, here main verbs are called, you can take that is drink, that is called action verbs, drink, eat, play. Okay. So, these are called action verbs. So, there is no doubt in this. So, here let us see about in helping verbs. In helping verbs again it is divided into primary and this secondary models. This is are to call primary models or secondary models, and you may also call it as a models. Okay. So, let us see about primary models here. So, primary models are verbs are, so it is called primary verbs, to be, to do, to have. Okay. So, what are to be? To be, so any languages means in English language, whatever sentences you are taking, so you should know that what are to be forms, what are to do forms and what are to have forms. Okay. So, these are called majorly, it's related to a primary verbs. Okay. So, what are the to be forms? So, here to be forms are am, is, are, was and were. Okay. So, these are called to be forms. Now, come to the to do forms. Here the to do forms are do, does, do, does, did. Okay. So, these are called to do forms. Let us see about to have. Here to have, that is have, has and had. Okay. So, you may ask we may ask the questions like that, like in a sentence if you are frame a proper verbs. Okay. So, frame a correct form of verbs given in the bracket. So, otherwise we can ask them like write a to be forms, verbs. Okay. With the help of the to be form, complete the sentence. So, usually in questions, like in questions, these kind of questions are arises according to regarding these things. Okay. So, let us come to the models. So, these models are also called as auxiliary verbs. Okay. So, these are called auxiliary verbs or secondary verbs, because we are going to discuss about models, no. So, we should know the detailed things about models. So, there is no confusion in the verbs. So, how the verbs are came, like, so first is the verb, then it is divided into two, that is main verbs and helping verbs. So, again that helping verb is divided into primary verbs and secondary verb, that is called models. Again these primary verbs are divided into three, that is to be, to do, to have. These are called to be forms, to do forms and to have forms. So, now see about the models. So, models are also called as auxiliary verbs and secondary verbs. So here there are some of the models are given here. Shall, will, would, should, can, could and may, might, must, need to. Okay. So these are called as models. What are these are? Shall, will, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, need to. Okay. So these are called models. Now you are understood that how these models are existed in this grammar. Okay. How it is and what are the roles are. Okay. So like this it is. So now I am going to do detailed thing about models. Okay. So one by one I am just going to say you. So how these models are used in a sentences. Okay. So that is we are going to discuss in today's class. So now, so let's see about the definition of models. So models are also known as modal verbs. Okay, I told you. So it is also called as a modal verbs, auxiliary verbs or secondary verbs. It is mixed with the verbs. Okay, so which gives where the sentence it is tells that the mood or it says about the tenses. So in that case we are using the modals. Okay. So another verb to point out the moods and tenses. So when we are using these modals, so modals when we need it. Okay. So when we join the main verbs to these modals, it gives the proper sentences. Okay. So it gives a proper sentences when we are using these modals. Suppose all the auxiliary verbs except be forms, to do forms and have forms are called as modals. I have told you. So be forms, do forms and have forms are called as a primary modals, primary verbs. It is not a secondary verbs. These modals cannot act alone as the main verb in a sentences. So this modals it is not when, so according to the definition, if I use this only should or will without any other main verbs, okay, another main verb without any another main verbs, if I use only these modals, so it is not giving a complete sentence. Okay, what we needed here, we need main verbs plus this modal auxiliary verbs. Okay, so let's see. So through the sentences I am going to explain you. So through the examples. Okay, so first if I take that, I should, okay, I should, if I do that, if I write it, we will, we can, okay. If I do this, if I write it like this, if we speak only this modals, if we frame the sentences like this, so it doesn't give a complete sense, okay. I should, what? We will, what? We can, what? It is saying about we are doing something, but what? So here we need some main verbs, okay. I should do my work. I should do my work. We will go for dinner. Okay. We can arrange the party for our family. Okay. So see this. Here we have used this can, will and should. Okay. So after this we have some other verb, that is do, go, arrange. Okay. So without these verbs we can't use it. Okay. We can use it this one. We arrange party. We arrange the party. So this sentence it doesn't give a complete meaning. We arrange party. Why you are arranging party? For whom? To whom? So what is its purpose? We need some reasons. So we need to know that for which person we are going to organize that. So we arrange party. It is only the normal sentence. It doesn't have any sense. Okay. Yes, it gives a complete meaning, but actually, so if you are not using some models here, so it is not telling that we are asking any permission, we are asking request, or that sentence it tells about a obligation. Okay. So like that it is. We can't use it in this normal sentence. We arrange the party, only this much. If we use the sentence, so it doesn't give a complete sense. Okay, if it give also, but there is no there is no tense, there is no mood like permission, like obligation, or a request form, or you are telling in a past tense form or present tense form. For what case you are using it? Okay, so we lack that in that sentence. We lacked all those models in this sentences. Okay. So this one I wanted to tell you why we need models in this sentence. That's it. Okay. So now we will going to discuss about some important models. Okay. So in English grammar we have some important models. So let's say about what are the important models are there in English grammar. So some important models. So which are the important models are here? So the important models are can. The first model we take it now, that is can. So can is the most commonly used models in a sentence. Okay, use model in a English. So it is used very commonly, very oftenly, means very commonly it is used in the English grammar. Okay, the model can is used to express ability or opportunity, to request or offer permission. You know, this model is used in the cases of, okay, in the cases means in the situation, in the conditions when we are using this can. So can is using, it shows the ability. Okay, so we use this can, it shows the ability, one's ability. I can read book. So I can, it means that it tells my ability, that I am having that ability to read it. Okay, if I use this can in this sense, in this ability, so it tells the meaning that I can have that ability to read book. Okay, then so next is it express the ability, then it express the opportunity. Okay, so can is utilizing in these cases, in these things. So it expresses ability, one's ability, it expresses the opportunity. Okay, and then to request, it expresses to request. When you use this can in a request form, the sentence should be, okay, the sentence should be, so model should be come first. Okay, in a sentence when you are asking request, like can I go for home? Can I go home? Okay, request. When you are requesting somebody, when you are requesting someone, can I go home? So this models comes in a first. So then the main verb come in a next part. Okay, so then the question mark. So if you use anything, any models, so what should come here? That is the models comes first in a request form. So when we are request to somebody, okay. See why we need this models in English grammar, because you know when we do something in a normal sentence, it doesn't expresses the feeling or ability or permission or request. Okay, so we need this models. So models are very important here. So then, and show possibility and impossibility. Okay, so it is also shows the possibility and impossibility. So it expresses possibility, something is going to happen or not. So that is called possibility or impossibility. So let's see about the example for this. So take the example for the ability here. I can dance very well. I can dance very well. Okay, so this sentence, I have to take this sentence to express my ability. I can dance very well. If I don't use this can, I dance very well. It means it is not expresses my ability. I dance very well. It's a normal sentence. There is no meaningful thing. Actually, the sentence it gives a meaning that I dance very well. But if I not use this model, I dance very well. Maybe she is not have that ability, but only for the sake of talking she is telling. Okay. So if I use this can here, I can dance very well. It means that it shows my ability. Okay. So in this case, we use the sentence to express ability like this, that I can dance very well. So next is permission. When we ask some permission, okay. So in that case, what we are using? He cannot stay out after 11 p.m. Okay. So I just rub this. So first I will take the permission. If I want some permission from my elders, from my teachers or somebody else, so in that case, can is act like what? Okay. What is the role of can here when I ask permission to somebody? Let's see here, he cannot stay out after 11 p.m. Okay. So he cannot stay after 11 p.m. Okay. So it expresses the permission when we are asking permission and when we need permission or somebody is not giving permission. Okay. So our parents, you know that our parents, teachers and elders, they are not giving any permission. So with their permission we have to go. In that case, we should use this can. And if the sentence it is in a negative form, we use can plus not. That means cannot. Okay. If you take this in a short form, that becomes can't. Okay. Can't. You can say it contrasted form. Okay. So this is called can't. He can't stay after 11 p.m. You may use it. He cannot stay after 11 p.m. So when we are expecting permission from our parent, okay, if they are giving permission to us or not, so that case we are use the can here. That is the model. So next see that. So the next is request. Let's see about the request form. If I need someone's request here, I have told you already, but even though I will give the another one example here. Can you hand me the mobile? Can you hand me the mobile? You can use it. Can you give me the mobile? Can you hand me the mobile? Okay. So when the sentence it is in a request form, we should use this model in first. Okay. Then the next comes the another verbs, that is main verbs. Okay. Can you hand the mobile, or can you hand your mobile, or can you give me your mobile? So in that case, when the sentence it is when we are need some request, when we are asking request, okay. So that case we use this sentence. Okay, that is the models. Then next is possibility. I have told you possibility. So what is this possibility? When we express something, okay, when we expect that is a possibility, like any child can grow up to be a president. Any child can grow up to be a president. Each and every child have their talent and their creativity. Okay, so they have that smartness, so they can grow up to become a president. Okay, any child means that any kind of any children, so they have that ability to become a president in the future. So that shows the possibility. Possibility means that thing is going to happen in the future. That is called possibility. Okay, it expresses the possible things. So it may be happen or may not be, but in that case we should use this can. Then let's see about opportunity. So in that opportunity, how this can is actor, that can is plays the role here. I hope that you all are understanding this. Okay. Then let's see about the opportunity. So opportunity, here we can stay with my mother when we are in the USA. It's an opportunity. So I got opportunity, that I got a chance, you can say that chance. I got opportunity to stay in USA with my parent, with my mother. Okay. So this is, we can stay with my mother, with my mother. We can stay with my mother when we are in the USA. When we are in the USA. It shows the opportunity. Okay. I got an opportunity, or we got an opportunity to stay in the USA with my mother. I can. So in that case we use this modal auxiliary verb can. Okay. I hope that you all are understanding this can model, how it is plays a very important role while making the sentences. Okay. Normal sentence is different, but when we use these models, so that gives another meaning. Okay. That gives a complete meaning. So without these models, the sentence is not complete. That you are not understanding grammar very well. So models are very important here. So next, I hope that you all are understood. Just practice it again and again with those things, like I have told you, the ability, then possibility, then opportunity, then your request form, the sentence. If you want any request, so then what the sentence should you use it here. Okay. So now come to the could. Okay. So use of could. Use of could. Use of could. Could model is used to express possibility or past ability, and also to work any suggestion and polite request. So understand this definition of could. So could is using, could model is used to express the one's past ability, already can is utilizing one's present ability, but if you are telling about one's past ability, so we should use could, not can. Okay. We should not use can there, we should use could there. Okay. So when we are discussing about our past ability, like, and it expresses possibility. I have told you possible things. So possible things are going to happen in the future. So that in that case we can use this could. And also to make any suggestion. If you want to give any suggestion, okay, if somebody is giving suggestion, or if you want to giving suggestion to somebody, in that case you are using this could. And polite request. You know, this could is using in the form to express the polite request, politely. So you know, we know only one word, that is please. So that is the request form. Actually we should not use always please, please, please. You can use these kinds of models like could, would, should. So that gives a polite request. Okay, it is also in the form of request. Okay, would you lend me your pen? Would you like to give me your pen? Please give me your pen. No, you should utilize would, okay, or could. That in that two case that we are used to utilize the request. Okay. So let's see about could here. So we can understand through the examples. So more detailedly, that is possibility. First, if the possible things are happen, so in this case, what is the role of could here? How we use this could in a sentence? Extreme rain could cause a delay in the matches. Okay. So example for this, to express the ability, extreme rain could cause a delay in the matches. Okay. So you can see this could have used here. Extreme rain could cause a delay in the matches. So due to the extreme rain, so the match is going to be delayed, is it? So we are not explaining lot of things. So in only few sentences, in a few words, we can finish that. So with the help of these models, extreme rain, due to extreme rain could cause a delay in the matches. So it is possible, okay, it is possible in the in the future, okay, after half an hour, after, then present tense, you can take it as a present tense also, then you can take it as a future tense, okay. So that is going to delay in the matches because of the extreme rain. So next, see the past ability. Past ability. So what is the role of could when we are utilizing in this situation, that is the possibility, when we are expressing the past ability, one's past ability. In can, what we have done, so it is showing one's ability, it is in present tense, okay. But if you did in the past, okay, so something you have done like a dancing or singing or playing, you did in the past but not in the present. So that verb, that things, that action, it goes to the past tense, okay. So in that case, you can use this could here, okay. So now you are not doing that job, that work, okay, that is the dancing or playing or singing or some other hobbies or some other kind of a work. So in that case, you can use this could, okay. So how? Sam could sing like a okay, Sam could sing like a rock star by the age of 1, okay. Sam could sing like a rock star by the age of 1. So someone's, you wanted to tell about the past ability, past hobbies, but that person is not doing in that present. So that case, you are going to use this could. So Sam is, what the Sam hobbies, that he is singing. So how he was singing? He is singing like a rock star by the age 1, by the age 1. So when the Sam was a year, that is a younger, okay, when Sam is 1 year age, so that during that time, so he was singing like a rock star, but now he was not doing, okay. So in that case, we are using this could. It tells about one's past ability, not present ability. If it is in one's present ability, that means you should use can there, not could, okay. So in that past ability, you should use this could, that is the modal auxiliary verb. Okay, I hope that you all are understanding this. Next is request, that is the polite request. If you are express some request, you need some, you want some request, or somebody is requesting to you, so what should be the sentences? Could I use your mobile to call my mother? So request form. Please, will you give me your mobile to call my mother? That sentence is also wrong, okay. So please, can you give me your mobile to call my mother? That is also wrong, can, okay, no. So then, what is the right sentence here? Could I use your mobile. I use your mobile to call my mother. See this. Could I use your mobile to call my mother? So again, it is at the last, punctuation should be question mark, okay. So you are requesting with politeness. So this could, it acts as a request form with politeness, with more politely you are requesting somebody to give their mobile to call your mother. So at the end it is in the question mark, okay. So punctuation should be the question mark. So I have told you, so in can also, when I am telling about can, the first one, so you are used, so when you are requesting somebody, so can is also used in the first. So here also could is also used in the first, okay. But only thing is differ is, that is could is utilizing, it expresses about the past habit, but can is expressing about the present habit, okay, present habit, present activity, okay. So this is about, I hope that it is clarifying to you, okay. So there is no doubts regarding this. So in what cases we are using this could. So practice it again and again in these three circumstances, means in these situations. So which are the other words? Rest of these you can use any other words which you use it in your daily life, okay. So like that you can improve your language, improve your English with the proper grammar, with the right grammar, okay. So this is, let's next move to the next model, that is use of may, okay. Okay, better I am going to may, I will take this will. Use of will. Use of will. Will model is used with the promises and determination that takes place in the future. So in what cases we are using this will? So will is utilizing for a promises and for the determinations for a future. For future sake we use this will model, okay. So let's see here, will can also be used to make predictions about the future. It is also shows the prediction, you may call it as bhavishyavani. So in that case, bhavishyavani, it is not like that, but something we are doing in a future, okay. Some action is we are doing in a future, so in that case we use it will. So that means that the action is going to happen in the future, okay. So let's see about will, how we are utilizing this will in a sentences, okay. So promise, so it express promise, will is utilizing, it is uses to express promise. I promise that I will never repeat this mistake in future, okay. This is the one example for you. I promise that I promise that I will never repeat this mistake in the future. This mistake in the future. Okay. See here, I promise. So it expresses the promise and the thing is not happen in the future. So this is the sentence. I promise that I will never, so will as act as, used as for a promise. I will never repeat this mistake in the future. So usually we do that when we are caught with our parents, with our teachers, what we are requesting with those people, and we are promising them that act should be not repeat in the future, is it? So in that case, what the sentence we should use it here with the help of the model, okay. So that is, I promise that I will never repeat this mistake in the future. In the future, or once again, I will not repeat this mistake, okay. So like this we are using to express the promise, okay. So this is, so next is prediction. So next is prediction. It tells about a future action, okay. Once future action, it expresses the once future action. So in that case, what we are using, okay. So how we are using and what is the role of will in this sentence. So here, I think it will rain today. So this is the prediction. I think it will It will rain today. So still at present there is no rain, but when we look the clouds and the weather of today's, so what we assume it, we guess it, so it means that there will be, I think it will be rain today, okay. So that is called prediction. It expresses the future. So this is, next is determination. So will acts as to express the determination, means one's determination. Okay, so determining means you are making your mind to do something in the future. It is very determined one. Okay, so there is no chances of failure. You should or very exactly about the something you are doing in the future. Okay, so like how we will overcome this situation soon. It is determination. We will, nowadays we are in a situation of COVID-19. So we will overcome this situation soon. So we all are locked in our home and we are sanitized, our hands should be sanitized and then we wear a mask. So that is the situation of nowadays. It has changed since so many days. But we are hoping that means we are determined that it will be end in the future. Okay, so in that case, what we should use it the sentence, we will overcome this situation. We will overcome with this situation soon. This situation soon. So soon that thing is going to an end. Okay, so it tells the future action which is determined one, which expresses the determined action. So this is one. I hope that you all are understood this will, how we are using in a sentence. Okay, expressing for prediction, expressing for a promise and expressing for a determination. So in that cases we are using this will in the form of sentence. Okay, so next is use of would. So use of would. So you people, while listening this class, you should write down all the important points, and after this finishing class you should practice it again and again. So like that you are improving your language and also your grammar. Okay, so you should have to do it again and again. So like that you are practicing. So like next is use of would. Use of would. Would model is usually used to create a conditional verb form. Okay, so why we use this verb that is would in the sentence? Because to create a conditional verb form, and it also serves as a past form of a model verb will. Would is also used to indicate the past habit for which we also simple past tense are used to. Okay, so here usually this model is create a conditional verb. Create a conditional verb. Okay, and also conditional verb, and also it serves as the past form of the model will. Okay, so the past form of will is would. Past form, it acts as a past form of will. This would is the past form of will, and also it also used to indicate the past habits. So could is also used for a past habits, and would is also used as a past habits. Okay, don't get confused here, but there are some slightly changes in this. I will tell you what are the slightly changes. So when we compare and when we differentiate the could and would. So then past habits for which we also use simple past tense and used to. So we can also use this in a simple past tense tenses, in a simple past tense. So when we use simple past tense, in that case we utilize this would, and also used to. Okay, so used to is also using for saying about a past habits, used to. Okay, so this is, so let's see about, so let's see now, that is examples of this would. Okay, conditional, I have told you. So it acts as a conditional verb. For this verb, for this example is, if he were a dancer, he would earn a lot of money. Okay, if he were a dancer, he would earn lot of money. Okay. If he were a dancer, so you can see were is used as a past tense. Are, if we use are, there means it tells about a past tense, but when we see that there is a helping verb used, that is were, it means that it tells about a past tense. Okay. If he were a dancer, when, in the past tense, okay, means 5 years before, 10 years before, when he was a young, now he is a, that person is a old, so that time we can use this would. Okay. So if he were a dancer, in his in the future, he would earn lot of money. So that time, in the past only, he would earn lot of money if he were a dancer. So here there are two sentences. Okay. So what the two sentences here? If he were a dancer is a one sentence, and the next sentence is he would earn a lot of money. Okay. So you can, it expresses the conditional verb. So the verbs are condition, in that case we use this would. Okay. So then let's see about the past habit. Past habit. As a young boy, he would participate. As a young boy, he would participate. As a young boy, that boy is a young, why don't he joined, why don't he participated? It tells about a past tense, but you can use it, this would also, it suggests about the past action. Okay, past habit or a past action. As a young boy, because that person is a young, why don't he participated? Okay, instead of using participated, so you should use this would. It tells about the past habit. Okay, so there you can't use this TED, TED, participated, you don't use this, because already it tells about the past habit. Okay, so this, in that case we can use this would. Then next is, okay, this much. So this much about this would. So you may also use this used to. Instead of using would, you can also use this used to. Okay, like as a young boy, he used to participate. As a young boy, he used to participate for dance, for singing, for essay competition. Okay, any other participation you can take it. Okay, so here you can use, instead of would, you can also use this used to. As a young boy, he used to participate. So it tells about the past habit, not present. If you use that thing in a present, that meaning it will be totally changed. It is not expressing about the past if you use it in a present tense. Okay, if the action is, takes place in the past tense, so that case you should use this would, or you can use this used to. It is not tells about a present tense. Okay, if you want to tells about a present tense, you can use about can, then will, it tells about a future. You can use, you can't use it for a present tense. So that cases we going to use this modal auxiliary verbs. Okay, I hope that you all are understanding this part. And next is shall, should. So the next is shall, should. Use of shall. First is shall, then should. Let's see about use of shall. Use of shall. Shall used to indicate the future action. So will is also used for a future action, and shall is also indicates the future action. Okay, it tells the future action. Will, shall, both the models are expressing the future action. Here, shall is also used in promises. Will is also used for promises, and shall is also used in promises. It is also used to describe the future events that often expresses. Okay, so shall is also expresses the future actions, the action that is takes place in the future. So in that case, shall is also using. Okay, so let's see about first is future action. Okay, future action. Here the example is, he shall become our next president. Example, he shall become our next president. Okay, so shall is used in this sentence. It acts or it expresses the future action. It expresses future action. So shall is utilized in this sentence. So then the next is promise. So shall, how this shall expresses the promise. I shall never forget the way you helped me. Okay, so I shall never forget the way you helped me. So it is a promise. What the promise? So throughout his life, throughout his or her life, so that person is not forget the help what the other person has did. Okay, so in that case we should use this shall. Okay, so this is, it is also expresses the promise. Next is suggestion. If you want to give somebody suggestion, or if a sentence, if you look the sentence which is in this form, so that means it is suggesting. Okay, so that sentence it expresses the suggestion. Now for this example, shall I come along with you? Shall I come along with you? Okay, so I have told you it's a suggestion. It's a suggesting that shall, always when it is in a question form, the model should be used in a first. Shall I come along with you? It is a suggestion. It is not request. It is not asking permission. Okay, so it is not a request. Understand this clearly. It is not expresses the permission. It is not expresses the request. It is only suggesting. Okay, so it is only suggesting. If he or she it likes, he can call, otherwise not. That's his what called his desire. It's the way of thing he was doing. Okay, so in that case we are using this shall here. I hope that you all are understood about this today's class. I will continue the remaining model in the next class. Okay, so before that you just practice, keep on practice on these examples with the help of what I have told you. So with the help of this example and the thing what I said, so you just practice it. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you just write down in comment box. So in the next video I can come with that answers. Okay, so this is about that. Okay, so here I am going to stop this today's class. We will meet you in the next class. All of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.